In the next few minutes, I want to share with you the 5 stages that you need to go through even if you're starting from scratch to become a successful digital coach. I've been doing this for over 5 years, and I thought it's important for me to record a video at this juncture in the stage in the business that I'm in, so that even if whether in the starting phase or in the mid phase or you're in the scaling phase, what you should be really focusing on. Um, it's been a while since I did this long format videos on my Facebook group or on my Facebook page or even on my Facebook profile. So if you're watching this on any of these platforms, just make sure you hit the like button and just type "ready to learn" in the comment box and participate with me so that we're able to have an interactive learning experience as we go through this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into the mind map and I'll explain to you the stages and why it's important for you to understand the bigger picture of things, because this game of coaching, training, taking your knowledge, going out there, selling products, selling courses, selling consulting, selling your coaching, one-to-one coaching, one-to-many coaching. Uh, there are many dynamics to the game. It's not like one is the best way. There are many ways to do it. And right now you see a lot of mixed messaging in the market. Some folks are saying, high ticket consulting is the best thing to do, and without realizing that uh, it requires a lot of time bandwidth to make that happen, or it requires an entire team to make that happen. And then on the other side, you have, and again, when it comes to high ticket, there's a mixed messaging in the market, because most people are selling high ticket. They don't talk about what does it take to build a high ticket, and for that there has to be a lot of low ticket experiences, low ticket experiments, and there's a journey that one needs to go through to really offer something at the price point of 50,000, 1 lakh and above. And the other side, we have people who are just launching funnels over a weekend and saying that you can launch a funnel in a weekend without understanding that it normally takes a lot more insight to build product, a really good product. Like if you look at companies like Apple that has designed the iPhone and stuff, they spent years to really come up with a product that is sustainable. And most people who are doing this weekend launches and stuff, honestly, they may be able to create an excitement and buzz, but are their students getting results? That's the question you got to ask. Okay. Now, I can confidently say some of the top coaches in our country have been, coached by me in the International Hub. They've been my diamond member. They are my quantum member. They might have come in, learned some things, and launched on their own. But the essence of the game is, there is not. I've not seen any other, platform that has been able to create so many success stories, and there are many success stories that are not yet documented. Okay, because the simplicity of the system. So what I'm going to do is, in the next few minutes, let's get into the essence of understanding the different stages, and irrespective of what stage that you're in, you're going to see the value in this. Okay, so the first stage is the launch stage. Like most people in the launch stage, they need to really finalize their niche and their topic. They need to set up their systems. They need to also design their curriculum. Okay, and they also need to set up their just their overall marketing. They need to like get into content marketing. This is what I also teach in my hackathon. And a lot of the people in the launch phase, they also need to build credibility and, of course, build the product, which is the main thing. Okay. In fact, build product, set up systems. And there's also going to be a phase where they need to, those people who are in the launch phase, they need to really work on themselves, because many people who want to become a coach and who want to really do something big in this space, uh, they undervalue personal growth and personal investment. Like for me, I've invested multiple crores in my own education and learning over the last decade, which is what has helped me pick up so many different ideas from different places and integrate that for my students. So this continuous learning and updating oneself is, it's underrated. People think that, okay, you buy one course and everything is going to be there, or they go attend a webinar and they're going to get everything. It's a continuous process. Okay, so the launch phase is where it involves all of this, where you're ready to open shop and start getting sales. And what I would say is, even getting sales, getting initial sales. Now, the sales can happen through one-to-one. It can even happen through webinars. It can happen through workshops. Okay. There are multiple ways to sell. The second phase of the journey, once the launch is done, the second phase of the journey is the sales phase, the actual phase where You need to start going out there and getting more customers and getting the revenues to come in. Now, when it comes to sales, there are different types of selling. You can do one-to-one closing, you can do webinar based selling, you can do workshop based selling, okay, and you can also do funnel based selling. When you're looking at funnels, we are looking at a VSL, okay, like a video sales letter, or it could be a combination of all of this. Like what I've seen is those people who are in a space or in a topic that involves a little bit more customization. Let's say if you're a life coach, if you're a relationship coach, you are into agency, you're providing some kind of a service, a done for you service for others. For all of these kind of topics, the one-to-one approach is better because you can do a clarity call and then you can have a solution call and then you can pitch something for 50,000, 1 lakh, and that's pretty much the game that many of the high ticket folks talk about. But it's not scalable unless you duplicate yourself by having teams, or you have such a high premium level product that you don't need too many people to run it, but you're offering something at a high premium value, and it works for specific industries. Now, even I run a high ticket mastermind, and I love this idea of one-to-one based closing, but I know that once it comes to a bandwidth, you can't do more than that. And one more thing about the one-to-one based selling process, according to me, is that it is built on the foundation of transaction. Okay, you come to me, you pay me this much, I can do this for you, and I can do a damn good job for you because I'm damn good at what I do. So, like, that's kind of the vibe of that particular process. Now, if you look at the other models, like if you have the community-based model, like which I'm propagating, which is more like, uh, don't pay me high ticket, start with 5,000, 10,000, experience the value, get blown away with value. I'm not going to give you my time, but I'm going to give you an experience that will help you move forward much faster, because my thing is not about transaction. My thing is about relationship building and creating communities. So if you want to have that vision of like impacting more people, then you need to take a different approach. And the one to many models are whatever you're seeing on the screen. So you can do a webinar anywhere from 90 minutes going up to even 3 hour webinars also. Workshop, you can start at like 3 hours going up to like 6 hour workshops, even going up to 3 days workshops, okay, weekend workshops and 3 day workshops. And then if you're going to be doing a video sales letter, like a video sales letter funnel, again, the message has to be on point where people know what they're getting. And then usually a video sales letter is a good starting point to getting people into a one-to-one base closing funnel. Or you can even use a video sales letter to get people to a webinar also, if you want to do like a 30 minutes VSL, getting them to a paid webinar, or a 30 minutes VSL into a 3 day workshop. Now you can use any permutation combination. That's why if you see, I don't really bash down tactics out there. Most people, when I see in the similar space out there, uh, they say my tactic is the best, or the other tactic. They're very tactically, stuck. Most people are tactically stuck. For me, I love different tactics, and I know that every tactic works. It's just that which tactic works for you that matters. Like for me, the tactic of free webinars, guiding them into and like free automated webinars, getting people into my community 24 by 7, 365 days in a year, has worked brilliantly for me. I've added 28,000 people in my community over the last so many years. And I also have a super high ticket where people are on a waiting list to get into that. 8.5 lakhs plus GST. We have 100 people over there per year, and it's a renewable product. And we're having a 80 to 90% renewal rate over there. And I've been running it for more than 2 years. So I'm not saying that one tactic is better than the other. Most people who are very tactically oriented, they don't understand community, because for them it's about my tactic is best, come and buy from me. Um, and they may be good at what they're doing. There's no doubts about it. They may be a genius in whatever they're doing. But the whole idea is still transactional. It's like, come to me, I'm the best, learn this tactic from me, pay me this much. For me, and anybody who's a part of my community, it's like I say, don't go in that direction. Don't even think in that direction. Think about the bigger picture. Like for me, it's all about, okay, let's do this together. Let's redefine education together, And if you resonate with this mission, be a part of my community. And if you're in my community, please attend all the calls, and let's create more and more success stories. And which is one of the reasons why we have more than 300 documented success stories of people who have done six figures, around 100 plus who have done 1 crore, over 10 plus who have done 10 crores. Okay, like as of today. But the reason why the success stories are building is because I'm not closing the relationship at the point of sale. I'm beginning the relationship at the point of sale. And I'm not looking at this as a transaction, though the transaction happens. I'm looking at this as a collective consciousness that I'm creating for us to move in a particular direction. So when you're looking at these different models, like the second phase, those coaches who are doing phenomenally well and who are having more sustainability in their business are the ones who are not selling the tactic, they're selling the journey. Okay. Now, the third step is, how do you scale? Now, the scaling is the easy part, like Facebook ads, you have a Google ads, like YouTube ads, and then you can do like YouTube organic. People are going in that direction. Instagram organic. Like these are pretty much the top four channels. Besides this, if you're doing stuff like your blogging, your SEO, and then if I have to add one more, it's podcasting. Like all of these are going to be nurturing elements, but the main scaling is going to be happening with your performance marketing. Okay. In fact, I'll put that as performance. Okay. Performance marketing. And but the problem is, what I've noticed is a lot of people are depending only on performance marketing. They're not able to scale. They also need organic marketing. So when I say organic, is all of this stuff, like the non-promotional, non-paid ad stuff. Like for me, when I looked at my funnel, when I analyzed my funnel over the last 5 years, what really made this work is a combination of performance and organic. So when somebody becomes a lead for my free webinar, what happens is they get into my email nurturing sequence, and I keep driving them to my free video on YouTube, or a case study, or I pull them into my blog article, or I pull them into my podcast. And even so, as a free lead in the system, even though they might have not attended my webinar or bought in the first maybe month or so, I know some people who attended my webinars 27, 28 times and then bought my product. Why do they even have to do that? Because there's some kind of a nurturing that is happening on a deeper level, like pouring honey into a funnel. Okay. Most of these high ticket folks who do some projections and numbers and stuff, uh, they make it look so direct, but it does not happen that way, because there are many touch points to decision making in a knowledge business. When you take a funnel and pour water into a funnel, the water comes out immediately. When you take a funnel and pour honey into a funnel, that it takes time. It does not happen immediately. So it's not, so if I've spent say 10 lakhs on ads the previous month, I'm not expecting that for me to recover that cost that same month. Then you're thinking like the pouring water into the funnel. It does not work that way. I've invested multiple crores into my ads, and that's generated more than 6 to 10x. There are some months where I've done 10, 12x in my profitability in my funnel, because of continuously pouring honey into the funnel for many, many years. I mean, many, many months. Okay. So when I'm saying pouring honey into the funnel, when I say organic marketing, it's all of these touch points. This will help you get the leads, but then this is going to help you warm up the leads. And there are some leads who will not buy right now. They may buy after 3, 4 months. There may be some leads who will buy after 12 months. But the key here is to keep building the leads and to keep nurturing the leads and to keep that organic turned on. You go and look at my YouTube channel, you can see that. You go and look at my Instagram. I'm not so active, but I've been predominantly focusing on YouTube and podcasts. More than 180 episodes of podcasts, more than 500 YouTube videos. And in fact, a lot of my initial YouTube videos have all been success story based YouTube videos. Okay. So that's the third phase of the game. The fourth phase of the game is the expand phase. So when I look at expand as an area, it's is how you can create alliances, okay, partnerships with people who align with your vision. For example, I've partnered and have allianced with Success Gyan, and I'm one of the speakers over there, and I'm allianced with my mentor Blair Singer and Success Gyan, BSTA, and International. We are working closely together to really make India the training capital of the world. So we are aligned in visions. Okay, and you can also expand with a partner program. Okay, where you can give commissions only to your students. And I'm not opened up my partner program to everybody. It's only to my diamond level members, not the introductory level, but only at the next at the back end level. Okay, my level 3, I actually give away commissions, 35% commissions to my diamond members. Okay, So that's also another expansion. And then when it comes to expansion, the next phase after that is the true impact phase. So impact phase is what I'm doing is more like the brand building. If I have to share with you some brand building ideas, uh, like I have launched a book, I have a board game that's also launched, and I also launched a book series also. Okay, so my book was You Can Coach. You Can Coach, which has an international bestseller. Board game is I Can Coach, and book series is I Can Coach. Series. And so this way, what exactly is happening is I'm leveraging on other people's on my students' success, and I'm also leveraging on getting my students to promote me at a totally different scale. Okay, so coming back to this launch phase, if I look at the timeline, it should take you anywhere between 90 days. I give it say 90 days. Okay, the sales phase, give yourself 6 months to really crafting and perfecting the sales process. So 90 plus 6 months is like 9 months. That's a good time frame to keep in mind. Like 9 months it takes for a baby to be born. So give yourself 9 months for launching your knowledge business. And then the scaling phase, give yourself 12 months. Now, what do I mean by this? Scaling will continuously happen, but crossing the 1 crore barrier, 1 crore mark. And then the expansion phase, again, 2 years. And then the impact phase, give yourself 5 years. Like if you're going to be sticking, like for me, I've been in this journey for like 5 years right now. I've been doing the same thing day in, day out for last 5 years. I don't even look at what my so-called competitors are doing because I have enough of work to do just serving my own community members. And more importantly, the things that are working, I don't stop. And the things that are not working, I keep course correcting. Now it's only a game of how can I create more success stories? How can I create more success stories? How can I award more people? In fact, one of the other things that I'm doing right now in the impact phase is I'm also doing live experiences. Okay. So I have an experience called the Quantum Retreat for my Quantum members, Quantum Club Retreat. We have the families, and then we have the Freedom Business Retreat that we do once in 6 months. This usually has around 700 plus folks, and this has around 250 people who attend this, including the families. And the interesting thing is, the last retreat, if you see, we had around 700 people in the room, and then I just sold tickets to the next retreat, and 500 people bought tickets. Like that's crazy conversions. People are able to see the value of being in that room for 2 days in a high ticket experience, not high in a high 5-star experience. Okay, so what I'm here to tell you is that this game, okay, it's really, really powerful if you follow these steps over here. Going from launch, sales, scale, expand, and impact. And when I say impact, 5 years is it's a game to achieve 10 crores in 5 years. Now, if you can do 10 crores in 5 years in knowledge business, then you can actually take it from there to say 100 crores within 10 years. And that's the game that many of us are playing over here who have been in the game for more than 3 to 4 years, is to play the 100 crore game because the potential is there. It may seem like a big number for many of you, but if you just stick to this and go through this journey, you will be able to see those results coming in. And because you're just getting started on the knee. So back to the main point, it is not about you, it is not about your tactic, it is about results, getting people results and getting yourself results, and building depth in your product, and where your product is not just a transaction based product, it is a community oriented product where the relationship with your customer begins at the point of sale, where it goes on for a long period of time, like pouring honey into a funnel, where your customer lifetime value will move to a whole different level just because you are there to handhold them, to support them, to take them to the next level. Okay. And another thing I've noticed is, in this industry, just to as a closing note, is people who are selling like these quick hacks, saying that okay, make a fortune in like in a short period of time. They may be making money themselves, but there is going to be a time where the market is smart enough to realize that it takes effort to create something worthwhile. What is worthwhile does not come easy, and what comes easy usually is not worthwhile. Okay, and people in the next 3 to 4 years are going to be experiencing all these different flavors of coaches, and we need more of these people who on in the market. Okay, who are doing the get rich quick stuff. And when the market is starting to regularize, they will start to see the difference between one community and other community. And that's why it's important, if you are especially a part of my community, Internet Lifestyle Hub, do the things in the right way. Have a strong code of honor, have a strong value system, keep customers always on the forefront. Just like for me, I'm hugely inspired by Apple and Amazon, my top two companies, where I study them and I look at how they keep customer experience right on the forefront and simplicity in their overall process. So keeping that on the forefront, you'll be able to create magic, because this industry is booming, whether you like it or not. It's just a matter of whether you want to be a part of this or not. Okay. So what I would like to do is, before we leave, in case you're not yet a part of my community, I would like you to go to this link, sidz.co/live, if you're not part of the community, and you'll be able to attend my next webinar, understand how it really works, and join my community straight away from there. And if you're already a part of my community and you want to like level up your game, then I would recommend that you become a diamond member. Okay. I have another session that I do once in a while. Go to sidz.co/diamond, and you can actually attend that next session to understand how I have my certification. So we are providing an equivalent to a diploma and a degree certification. Of course, we can't officially do it, but I'm doing it from my side, where if you attend calls, if you achieve so many points, if you achieve those milestones and results, and you've got good results for your students, we have two levels of certification: a 1 year certification called the Diamond Club certification, and a 3 year certification called the Masters Club certification. And if you'd like to know more about that, you got to really come for this session, which is sales.co/diamond. Okay. So before I leave, just want you to share, I want to mention this. Please share in the comments what were your top three biggest lessons and takeaways you got from this video. Okay. And please share this video on your personal profile or wherever, or if you're watching this even in my group, just share your biggest lessons. And I will be recording more videos like this, which is more tactical, more in depth, which I know will make a huge difference if you implement whatever I'm going to share with you. Okay. Cheers, God bless, and may you be successful. Bye bye.